Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to be looking, actually not really at a game preview of tonight's game because tonight's game's already over, but I actually looked at the batting lineup and the MLB kind of live settings that they do every day for the real games actually got it right this time, so I didn't have to change any of the settings, including the time of day, the batting lineup, and the pitching matchup. And I think the batting lineup must have something to do with when they turn in the scorecard, and then they must release it. And anyway, that's when they download it. And maybe if I make these videos too early, we won't know the actual scorecard. And as you can see, Carlos Correa was out of the lineup with back issues again, and supposedly there's slight back issues, but he really needs to get those corrected by the playoffs. This is more going to accomplish two things. I'm going to talk about the video gameplay, but the main point is I'm going to rant about the players on the Astros that I do not like. There's Altuve. Actually, when I was at Angel Stadium of Anaheim, the usher was telling me Altuve is one of the two players in the league that you'll constantly see going up to give autographs. So I tested that theory, and I almost got an autograph myself. I was just a few rows back, and I didn't want to push in and be he was signing balls for the kids, and even I think a jersey and a hat and stuff like that. Anyway, my rant today is going to be, if you'll let me rant, is going to be about the players on the Astros I don't like. Number one, today's starter, Aaron Sanchez. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. I can live with the fact if I am wrong. I'm laughing at that error I just made. I believe me, I want every player on the Astros to do well, but getting Aaron Sanchez, looking at his stats when he came from the Blue Jays, he wasn't a player that I would have traded for, but he was part of the package deal. He kind of just added to our starting playoff rotation as a fifth starter during the regular season. He got absolutely super lucky to throw a piece of a no-hitter in game one, and we got all amped up about that, but that is not a player that I actually think will add to our roster. Once again, I hope I'm wrong. A catch by Altuve there, right in the mix, right in the traffic, excuse me. Another player that I would like to see instead of him is Jose Urquidy. He had a bad first or second outing, and he just looked nervous. But Urquidy on the third and fourth outing, he actually, started to look good, and I think his potential was on the rise, and that is a player you want in the starting lineup. Hopefully somebody in Houston's listening to me on that. Bring back Urquidy. Let's just see, that's where potential comes in. Let's just see if he's got some there. But it's not Sanchez. It's just, Sanchez isn't he like 6'6" and 24, 25 years old? So I don't know. I don't see the potential in him. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Let's go to the next player I don't like. Martin Maldonado. Terrible defense. Low batting average. I really, I don't know. We will definitely need him when the playoffs come as a second catcher. So I don't want to complain too much about him. I've watched him. I watched him with the Angels. He's just not one of my favorite players. But, that's the lineup there. And so just making it clear, that's not one of my favorite players. Okay, third player that I do not like on the Astros. A little bit more rant. Roberto Osuna. I was at the game last year where he gave up the grand slam. I don't know if it was to Jackie Bradley Jr. or to Rafael Devers. But I was at the game, and I remember earlier this year they were like, oh, he's got 21 saves in a row, and come around, and then all of a sudden Osuna just tanks. So when the playoffs come, this is our closer. I don't want to see anybody lose their job or not be able to feed their families, but these guys are getting like $1.6 million signing bonuses in the minors. So I don't think their family's going to go hungry unless they have a house they can't afford. Anyway, they got more money than me, and we'll just leave it at that. So those are the three players I don't like, which is Aaron Sanchez, Martin Maldonado, and Roberto Osuna. That's just IMHO, in my humble opinion. And anyway, that's the simple video. Hopefully you guys liked it. And if you did, please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. And I will leave you guys with a a couple more plays on this video, and I think in just a second you might see Altuve hit an absolutely beautiful double right off the left field wall. Anyway, thanks again, and have a good day.
And he'll step on that. Remains to be seen. Hit sharply on the ground, and there's the first hit of the game.
Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes right up the middle.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the results sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky.
Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in.
Nope.
Good. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Now Altuve connects. Deep left field. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Not every day that you see a ball come off the bat like that one did. And looking at it again on show track, we see it a lot faster than it came in. 113 miles an hour. Couldn't have hit that one much better than that.